Hi everyone, it's Jackie here from Celtic Vision. Welcome to this reading and welcome to my channel. And today's reading is a pick a card love reading. What do they find irresistibly attractive about you? So if you want to take a moment and choose a pile, we have pile number 1, pile number 2 and pile number 3. See which pile resonates and then we'll get started. Now with pile number 1, and the cards are the 4 of Swords, the 7 of Rods or Wands, the Star in reverse, King of Rods, Ace of Wands in reverse, 10 of Swords, Ace of Cups, the Devil, be of service, inexperience, pleasure, 10 of Pentacles, Judgment card, and Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So pile number 1, what do they find irresistibly attractive about you? So we'll have a look at, say, the personality traits first. Okay. And I'm drawn to the Star card here in reverse and the Ace of Cups. So they see you as someone who, no matter what you go through in life, you still, and you know, whatever of life's traumas and trials and tribulations, you're still quite a hopeful person. It's almost like you make the best of the situation. So with the Star card is about hope and renewal. So you're able to turn it around no matter how horrible a situation is. It's almost like you learn from it and you're able to move on. So we have the Ace of Cups here. And this is always about new beginnings in love. And this can be about self-love or new connections. So you can turn things around. And they see you as someone who's quite loving and giving, but also someone who's well able to stand up for themselves. We have the 7 of Rods here. So no matter what life throws at you, you're able to defend yourself. You're quite resilient. We have the 10 of Swords here. Now usually the 10 of Swords actually is depicted with the swords in the back, and here we have swords in the front. So maybe for some of you at least, they may think you're a bit too trusting. You don't always see it coming. But whatever it is though, you will, when it comes to it, you will defend yourself and you'll defend others that you care about. And they really, really like that. And we have the 4 of Swords and the Ace of Wands in reverse. So this is saying that they really admire the fact that you're able to look after yourself, as in when you've overdone it or you're feeling tired or exhausted or even burnt out. If you go really overboard, you're able to pull it back. You're able to step back and, you know, look after yourself and bounce back. So, you know, you're quite self-aware at the same time. So no matter what happens, you look after yourself. And they like that. And here I see we have the King of Rods and the Devil energy. So they see you as someone who is very passionate, and they seem to feel very passionate towards you, or you evoke that passionate feeling in them. The King of Rods is someone who's very energetic, gets things done. And with the Devil energy, this can be very much a sexual energy as well. So very passionate energy. And they are very drawn to you in that respect. So they really, really like that. And yeah. But I think it's a bit more than just a type of a sexual passion. I think there is definitely more to it. They really admire you. Look at be of service. So they see you as someone who, as I said before, you make the best of things. But no matter what you're doing, whether it's everyday stuff or the bigger things, you give it your best. You do what you can. And you're quite mindful of that. And they like that. That's something they really admire about you. And here we have the card inexperience. So if you come into a situation and you're not sure of what to do, you're not necessarily that impulsive. You'll step back and you'll measure the situation up and see what you need to do. Do you need to get more information? What do you need to do? Do you need to take action or not, or no action? So you're someone that, rather than being very impulsive, they don't necessarily see you like that. So maybe they are, but you're not, and they admire that. And as I said before, they're quite feel very passionate towards you. But with the card of pleasure, there's a lusciousness to this card, so they see you as someone who's very sensual as well, or at least you bring out the sensual side in them. Look at this scene. You have this beautiful garden scene, lovely lush grass, and the animal life and the plant life. It's kind of all there, and they see you as someone who has it all going on and knows what they're doing. Yeah, and they admire that a lot. So they really do seem to admire you. And getting onto the more physical side of it, we have the Ten of Pentacles, the Judgment card, and the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so how do they admire you physically? What kind of turns them on there? Well, I would say kind of all of you does. Look at the whole package there. This is them kind of admiring you here, and gazing at you, and a bit of it's like they're adoring you. And so whatever shape or size you come in, that seems to really turn them on, as it were. So they really admire that about you. Yeah. And look at here, they're sitting, they're holding you in their arms. So as I said, it's not just a passionate feeling. They don't just feel passionate towards you, or that type of intimacy. There's a type of almost emotional intimacy here as well. So that's what they like. He has his hand on her bum. So yeah, there's just a real intimacy there, real comfort. So you feel comfortable, really comfortable around you. And the Judgment card here, we have a type of family. Man, wife, or man and woman I should say, and a child. So there is the possibility that that's how they see you. They would see you as someone who potentially they could have this with. The Judgment card. Yeah. So in terms of physically, they admire all of you. They like whatever shape or size you come in. That really turns them on. So yeah, they find you very exotic. But they admire you in general as well. They find that they like the fact that you're able to take care of yourself, and that you take care of others. You're mindful of that. Be of service. You are of service to others. And you have a good heart. So there you go, pile number 1. So if you like this reading, please like, subscribe and comment to my channel. Thank you. And we've pile number 2. And the cards are the 8 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups, the Hanged Man, King of Swords, Strength, 8 of Swords, Go for your dreams, Make no judgments, Communion, Trust, 8 of Wands, Strength, and 7 of Cups. Okay, so pile number 2, what do they find irresistibly attractive about you? And straight away I'm drawn to the fact 2 Strength cards have come out, 2 different decks. Okay, so clearly they see you as someone who's very strong, very confident, self-assured, and they find that very attractive. But they also see you as someone that may be a little bit vulnerable at times as well. with the Eight of Swords beside the Strength card. So it can be a little bit endearing to them. Not that they want to see you vulnerable, but it's still a little bit endearing to them. And we have the Eight of Cups, so they see you as someone who's not afraid to walk away from a situation that isn't in your best interests. So you have that strength of character to do that. And beneath it we have the Hanged Man. So you're someone that is quite open, quite able to see things from a different point of view, see different perspectives in terms of situations, quite non-judgmental. And as I say that, I'm drawn to this card here, Make No Judgments. So you very much will go with the flow to an extent, and you'll see where the situation leads. So you certainly won't make any judgments initially. Yeah. And they see you as someone that goes for your dreams. And that's all to do with confidence as well. Knowing what you want and then going for it, despite any hurdles along the way. And with the Trust card here, they see you as someone who is very trusting, that has faith that things will turn out okay no matter what the situation. And even if you can't see how things may proceed, you have the trust and the faith to just go with the flow. It can also mean as well that you're someone that people trust. You are someone of a trustworthy character as well. But I see over here, they see you as someone, look at the Nine of Cups. So with the Eight of Cups, the Nine of Cups, we have a lot of Cups energy here, a lot of emotional. So they feel quite emotional towards you. The Nine of Cups energy, that's like wish fulfillment. So they see you as someone who and beside it, look, we have the Ten of Pentacles. So someone who's able to achieve all they want in life. Emotional fulfillment, material fulfillment, because with the Ten of Pentacles, that's all about building a legacy going forward. Ten of Pentacles, financial abundance, and Nine of Cups is emotional abundance. So you have it all going on. And of course they look, this can also mean that they look on you as the wish fulfillment. You kind of tick all the boxes for them. And they see you as someone as well, the King of Swords energy, who's very much quite logical as well, very much a leader. As I said, it ties into all this strength, can make decisions, make the decisions that needs to be made. But you are someone who is very supportive towards others, and others come to you for support possibly. So really they see all of this, and it's something that really they admire about you very much and is very attractive to them. And we have the Goddess card, Ishtar, and it talks about communion. There again, that actually ties into the Trust card. It's all about communion with communion, having faith and trust that things will turn out the way they're meant to turn out. Have faith in synchronicities. So not being anxious about things, just because you can't see how something might work out, just to go with the flow, and that ability to do that without stepping into fear and anxiety. So they really admire that about you. And in terms of physical, what do they find physically attractive about you? Have a look at these cards here. And look, we have the Strength card again. So on the one hand, what really attracts them to you is the fact that in a physical sense or sexual sense, you're someone who can be very confident and in some ways maybe quite domineering, but at the same time you can be quite submissive as well, or you can let them be the domineering one, the strong one. So you can play it both ways, and they really like that about you. There again, it's almost like vulnerability and strength, and they really, that appeals to them very much. Look at, they're holding you in their arms there. On the one hand, you're resting with this animal, and then on the other hand, they take you in their arms and they embrace you. And and here the two of you are kind of embracing. They're feeding you and you're showing them your breasts. So they clearly find your breasts very attractive. Yeah. But they are very attracted to you, absolutely. And as I said, but it's not just a sexual attraction, there's an emotional attraction there. As I said, 9 of Cups energy. You're their wish fulfillment in a lot of ways. You tick all the boxes for them. But yeah, so as I said, there's not just a physical intimacy here, there's an emotional intimacy. And they like the whole package. Yeah, they're very attracted to you. Yeah. So there you go, folks. So if you like this reading, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. And so we've pile number 3, and the cards are the 6 of Pentacles, the 6 of Wands, the 3 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, Page of Cups, Laugh at your demons, Beauty, Revelation, Openness, Knight of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, and Knight of Wands. Okay, so pile number 3, what do they find irresistibly attractive about you? So first of all, I look at personality traits and then look at more physical attributes that they find attractive. Okay, so I see over here we have openness. So certainly that is something about you that they do find attractive. They find that you are quite an open person. You have an open heart. And I see here we have the 6 of Pentacles. So you're someone that is very much into giving to others. You may be someone who is involved in the community, or even you're involved in an organization. You're happy to help people out. Maybe, I mean, they admire that. They very much admire that about you. Maybe sometimes you give too much. We have the 10 of Wands. That's about carrying the burden for others. Maybe you carry a bit too much responsibility at times. But we have the 2 of Pentacles beside it, so it's a bit of a balancing act. But generally speaking, this person here, she's got a smile on her face. She's balancing the 2 Pentacles, so that like it represents you. You seem to have the balance right at the end of the day. But they really admire that. They admire the fact that you just put yourself out there, you give to others, you give, and you also receive as well. And we have the 6 of Rods, the 6 of Wands, and this is the card of success. So they see you as someone who is successful, who's not afraid to put themselves out there, and someone who others look up to as well and would view as successful. So they find that very attractive about you. You could be in a leadership position, or you're someone that people look up to either way. You could be some sort of influencer, something like that, you know, and whatever it is, they really admire. And also the fact, as I said, you have an open heart, and they really love that about you. And here we have the 3 of Swords, and underneath it the 9 of Cups. And the 3 of Swords, it can very much indicate disappointments in life. So it's saying that no matter what life throws at you, be it disappointments, griefs, losses, you still have an open heart. You still bounce back. You have the 9 of Cups underneath it. So you still are open to the good things in life. You don't let those things pull you down permanently, or for any huge length of time. You still see the good things in life. I mean, the 9 of Cups is a wish card, so they I think it came up in one of the other readings. So they very much see you. They may see you as a wish come true. You know, you tick all the boxes for them, but they see you as a very positive person, regardless of what's thrown at you. And here again we have the 9 of Swords, and underneath the Page of Cups. And the 9 of Swords represents worries that a person can have. So even if you are worried about something, even and it may be getting you down a little, your heart is still open. This is the Page of Cups. It's a card of optimism, of sensitivity, of keeping an open heart, really, and you're still willing to give your heart to others, to show love and affection to other people, regardless of what's thrown at you. And it's like you don't take life too serious. Laugh at your demons. So, yeah, because obviously life can be very serious at times, but you've learnt to take it as lightheartedly as possible, which always helps, of course. And we have here the goddess, and beauty is what we have here. So they see you as someone who's beautiful, and this is a beauty, not just an external beauty, but an internal beauty as well. So you're beautiful inside and out. But it can also talk about not really realizing your own beauty. So you're not a vain person per se. You don't realize in some ways how beautiful you are. And I'm talking about the internal beauty as well. And they like that about you. As I said, you're not a vain person. You are someone who's very kind and open-hearted, and probably doesn't realize her own worth at times, in some ways. Yeah. And we have revelation. So with this card, it's kind of saying that you're someone that you can take things you can be quite cool at times, in the sense that no matter what's thrown at you, be it good news or bad news, you can keep your head. You, as I said before, you don't let things get you down for too long. You can take the bad things and turn them around into a good outcome. So they find that very attractive. And as I said, we have the openness card here. So they find you an open person, but you're also open. And I think this is on a different level. You're open to, I think your intuition is very open. This will resonate for some of you. You may be a very intuitive person, so you're open to things on a different level, on a more higher level, maybe on a more spiritual level. But your intuition is probably more open than theirs, so you're tuning into signs from other levels. And they find that, they admire that, because that may be something that they're not tuned into, as it were. But so that, in some ways, that might make you wiser in certain situations. You're able to read things better than they are, or read people, read situations. So it's something that they really admire about you. Okay. So we look at, what do they like about you physically? What do they find attractive? So we look at these three cards here. Physical attraction, sexual attraction. And, okay. So I see here, we have the Knight of Pentacles. And you can see how he's kind of chasing this woman, trying to woo her. So it's almost like your person, there's something about you that makes them want to chase you. You have a very seductive quality, and they feel that they have to, and they enjoy this, by the way. It's almost like they enjoy the thrill of the chase, as it were. And yeah, they feel they have to chase you, and here you are, they're taking you away on their horse. And it's almost like you're not easy to get, as it were. So they kind of like that. And look at the two here. It's a very intimate scene, and I mean, they find you beautiful, there's no doubt about that, inside and out. But they're very turned on by your company, by your conversation, and whatever energy you have a real charm about you that just draws them in. It is a very seductive quality. It draws them in, and they're very engaged. They find you very engaging, and they can't help themselves, really. Yeah. And in terms of physical attributes, I'd say, well, he's got his hand on her breast there, so I think this person likes your breasts. Also your legs. I think they're very attracted to your legs. So yeah, But there again, it's almost like the whole package really turns them on. It's not just one thing about you physically that does it. It's the whole thing. It's your whole charisma, your charm, that they really, really go for and really like and find attractive. So there you go, folks. So if you like this reading, please like, subscribe and comment to my channel. Thank you.